those boosting materials. Let's just do that. You can definitely test it now. It's really good. Oh. Ideally, if that's a fire weapon, then I do more damage and more build-up, right? So. And then this sword is better though, because it doesn't push them back as much. I got loads of focus there. If you do a knockdown shot, works on big guys, run in, do that, evasive shot. I was going to do another knockout shot, but do a couple of them. Really good for, that combination would be really good. The only problem is evasive arrow only drops in the crucible, so that one's kind of tough to get, but... Oh, almost went badly wrong. It is going to go badly wrong. Time to run. This is where it does struggle a bit, is like multiple enemies. You gotta kite them a bit. This is why I was saying, like, yeah, the cone shot would be really good for this. It is needed. There's my sword back as well. Those fire ticks going. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, it's broken. The fire ticks. That's the best way to build a bow. That's just the way I see it. You can do knockout shot obviously. I've done a knockout shot build already, but I actually think this is better. Did that miss? Is that possible? Is it golf or tennis? I think both are on, aren't they? There's a lot of stuff on right now. Cricket, golf, tennis. No, there's Wimbledon on right now. I can use the damage surge, have I? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Poison. Alright, let's get these fire ticks going. This poison's doing me over. Wow. I'm staggered that one. Quite a lot. my stamina get back. I actually want to spend a lot of time walking on this block. You can. First one. This poison stuff is the worst. Hurt it. Go for that. Did not fancy fighting that guy again with those modifiers on. Play that. Pretty comfortable though. Build focuses mainly on the fire damage, and you don't actually need a fire arrow for it. Although it would be better. Because the fire arrow not only does more damage than a basic arrow, but it also does the build up quicker as well. So it would be better, but you don't need to run it. All you need to do is infuse your bow with fire, and then, you know, all your attacks. Every one of these runes are classed as a fire attack. So the runes I run are arrow, obviously the stamina rune, which is the main move, really solid. You can just run that, to be honest with you, but I run these 3 other runes for different situations. So multi-shot allows me to move while shooting, which is really handy, which you'll see me use it quite a bit. Really, really fast, it spams loads of arrows out. Evasive arrow is good if you need to move out the way from heavy hitting attacks. You'll dodge backwards. A knockout shot is really, really good against enemies. Not bosses, I don't think, for this build. But like knights and large enemies. The main reason for that is because it knocks them down no matter what. And there's no cooldown. So you can knock them down with a knockout shot whenever you do the knockout shot. Run up to them and use the sword to build your focus. So it's the same as the other bow build that I did, kind of using these same swords, but I've changed it to a fire version. So both the Demon's Key, Siren Queen Horn, and there is another one as well, Tucked Falcon. Sprint attack is this, and this gives you insane focus, so it's nice to have, but you don't need it. Because of the update, you can just spam this, build your fighter up. But use knockout shot, run up, do this, get loads of focus. Really good. Stamina recovery on this build is really important. I've got it at 47, so I've got it on the bow, chest, gloves. I think that's enough. I think you could run it on the, you know, the weapon as well, but healing is quite important as well, so you need lifesteal, both slots. Then healing on the sword and on the gloves, so you get 30%. You could run more if you wanted to, but I think this max focus is better. It's in the same slot as healing, but this max focus, 5% of max focus for stamina is really good. If you have a lot of focus, like I do with this, because focus is really easy to generate, so this is a really good start if you have a lot of focus. Focus again, I'm going to switch off on, so here I'm going to run, instead of this damage while staggering, I'm going to do damage reduced, same as this here. So damage taken decreased, I'm going to have it on the pants, I'm going to have it on the chest here in the top slot. I'm going to put it here instead of focus gain. Focus gain is not as valuable, I said this in other videos, but after the patch, you know, I've got 165% because of the way focus gain works now. You get focus gain per focus point, so you don't need as much on your gear anymore. And they've reduced the value as well. I think it was 25% before, wasn't it? Yeah, so focus gain, I'll replace that. But the main thing you need really is build up. So burn build up on the helmet, and then double roll here. So I've got 50% build up, and 50% burn damage as well. So, you know, build up is really, really key. Now, I also run attack speed on as much as I can, because I've got it on the weapon, and I've got it on the ring here. Now, what it allows me to do is fire these arrows a lot quicker And also, just the runes in general, you'll see, they fire really quick. If I take these off, you know, the difference is massive, really. You know, that's just a lot slower. So that's really important for bosses, because when you find a boss, you need to be able to just quickly do these attacks, get the build-up going, get the focus back quicker, and let the fire ticks do a lot of the damage, really. Because it does do a lot of damage, and it's a really safe way to play. It's not going to be the highest DPS build you play, but it's really safe. You can kite enemies. You'll see in the Pestilence that I've done, the way I kite 4 or 5 enemies that are really tough enemies, but just kite them around. Just keep using the different attacks I need to use. I really like this multi-shot though. It's really nice because you move while shooting, so you can cancel it when you want as well. You just hold down the button, let go when you want to move. So it's a really nice rune. I would recommend it. Evasive Shot you don't need to run. If I could choose, I'd probably... If I'd Fire Arrow, I'd replace either multi-shot or Evasive Shot. I think Knockout Shot's really, really good. I would keep that no matter what. And yeah, in terms of the rings, Crow Ring, max stamina, stamina back, really important with the max stamina gems here. Because that'll give you 160, like a massive amount of stamina. Now you obviously want loads of stamina so you can spam your attacks. It's 25 stamina an attack. And also the more stamina you have, the more this works. So if you had 300 stamina, 6% of 300, you know, you'd get, what, 15 something, 16, you know, stamina back. So the more stamina you've got, the better. But I don't think you need any more than that. I think that's a good amount. Any more than that, you're just sacrificing too many stats. 250 health is good. Stamina's good there. Stamina regen, you want to be 45 plus, because otherwise it'll take 2 years to get your stamina back when you've got that much stamina. I mean, look how quick it is with me, and I've got 3 stamina recoveries on. You know, it takes a while to come back on bosses because you've got so much stamina. So try not to sprint too much, because when you do your attacks, as soon as you sprint, look at your stamina bar. Well, it doesn't matter now, but it won't move. If you're sprinting in a fight, it won't move. So you want to be walking a lot. Sometimes I stand still just to let it regen. At a safe distance, obviously. Other stats, focus gain, 400 focus points. The reason I've got so much focus points is it gives me more stamina because of the pants I was talking about with the enchantment. But also because of this attack, you can get loads of focus, and you want a nice bank of focus there, so you've got, you know, you've got that safety net. You don't want to spend too low on focus, try and stay around here, and then you've got those extra abilities to use when you need to use them. But yeah, it's a really safe way to play. It'd be good for hardcore as well. I would recommend this ring setup, really nice. But I would not change these stats too much. I think I've tested a few different ways of doing it. You know, when you're running, what have I got here? 3 leather, 1 cloth. You need to put quite a bit of equip load in. You can do tankier, but I think the best thing to do, if you want to be a bit tankier, is run an armor gem here and an armor gem here as well. You get the 20% armor here, max focus. But with 2 extra armor gems, I think that would be really good. I would do that. And then put damage taken reduced here and here, so you got 30% damage reduced overall, and then you'll be very nice and tanky for the final world tier. That's what I would do, and that's what I'm probably going to do at some point. And you'll be higher armor than me. For some reason my armor's 43%, but it should be 45 because I've not exalted this. But it would be 45% when I exalt it all. But if you can get to 50% with 30% damage reduced, that'd be the sweet spot, I think. And I think with those 2 armor gems, you'd probably get there. But yeah, I'm thinking this is a very nice build for people who want to play bow. Unfortunately, bow runes are terrible for damage. So in my opinion, this is the best way to do it right now. Use the elements on bows. Yeah, the runes just don't do anywhere near the damage of melee and mages, really. Knockout Shot's maybe the hardest hitting attack. And some of my basic attacks on melee builds do more damage. So, obviously, they need to look at the bow runes, because right now they are very far behind in terms of damage. So, embrace the fire, and yeah, it'll work very nicely with this burn damage. 50% plus, huge. Get this as soon as you can with all the burn build up. And it's a very, very fun build. Very, very nice and chilled. And yeah, I enjoyed making it. So I'll be doing a build video every week, like I said, for the next few weeks. Got a couple of others I need to work on, but yeah, this is a bit of a new one. So hope the bow users like it, and I will see you in the next video.